Hey everybody, welcome into my channel. Today I actually want to do a little something different with my video, and I actually want to just come out here in nature because I feel like nature is a place where it just brings me like a lot of peace and relaxation, especially like if I have like a really crazy day. I mean, obviously, yes, God, he actually brings me my peace, but there's something about nature too where it brings me a lot of peace, and you really feel the presence of God just here. And so I like to have my eyes fixed on things that brings me peace, which is God and nature. But sometimes in life we can actually have our eyes fixed on different things like drama, chaos, sin. And those are the things that will bring us down. And if you just spend all of your time with your eyes fixed on things like sin and just chaos, you'll drown. And it's almost like you can't get yourself back up. Which actually brings me to Matthew 14:30. And there's a story there, and it's about Peter when Christ was walking on the water. And Peter was on the boat with the disciples, and he said to Christ, he said, "Lord, if it's you, let me come out to you." And Christ, he tells Peter, come on out. And so Peter, he gets out of the boat and begins to walk toward Christ. But something happens. There's chaos going on around. There's storm. There's all this stuff that's going on. And Peter takes his eyes off of Christ. His eyes was fixed on Christ, and so he was able to walk on the water. But Peter took his eyes off of Christ to what was going on around him, and he fell and he began to sink in the water. So he cried out, "Lord, save me." And the Lord reached down with his hand and he pulled Peter out of the water. And he said that Peter fell because Peter doubted him. And Peter, he put his focus on what was going on around him instead of keeping his eyes fixed to Christ, fixed on him. So think about this. What happens when we just fix our eyes on sin? And we cannot take our eyes off of sin? Well, if you can't, you're gonna drown. You're gonna drown in your sins. And the only person who can save you from drowning in your sins is Jesus. We gotta call out to the Father. Now, obviously, yes, we shouldn't just go out here and sin freely. We shouldn't go out here and spend our time engaging in drama and chaos and all the crazy stuff that's going on around us. But if that's all that you fix your eyes on, you're going to have a lot of trouble in your heart. So that's why we really need to spend all of our time and make sure our eyes are fixed on the Father, fixed on Christ. Because without Christ, y'all, all of us will drown. Call out in his name. Trust in the Lord that he will deliver you. And so he will. He will deliver you. So don't spend all your time with your eyes fixed on the sin, on the chaos. But keep your focus and your eyes fixed on Jesus. So that was my message for today. And I just want everybody out there to be safe and take care. And hey, go out and just take time and find a place that brings you peace. It could be anywhere. It can be going to a coffee shop. It could be the forest. It could be going to the beach or going anywhere. But listen, find a place that brings you peace. My peace is in Jesus Christ. And I hope that your peace is also in Jesus Christ as well. And that's what I want to share with you guys. It's a little short message. I want everybody to take care, stay blessed out there, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.